country. No lawmaker will violate the law, but let me not waste your time. An unassuming gentleman, a diligent quality, a clean, sophisticated mind, a leader and a project manager. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Councillor Saye, Tiawan, Gongloe. Amanda, Saye, la bro, ne president, Saye, le wone integrity ako, Saye, Amanda, yo, ya tata Yarkpawolo, yo, you already for president, yo, Amanda, Saye. We need to get Saye. Le bon, ni ma canne, bon, la raison, Saye. Amanda, yo. Yo, convention pour yo. Aluta. Away. Hey, you tired? Yo. Please have your seats. Comrades, display revolutionary discipline by remaining quiet. Display revolutionary discipline by remaining quiet. Thank you. The Chief Elder of Bong County and all of the elders of Bong County, especially my spokesperson, Elder Suha, the Urey district. I see him sitting way there, my spokesperson. Let me recognize the national chairman of the Liberian People's Party, Mr. Yarkpawolo. Please stand up for everyone to see you. Let me recognize the Assistant Secretary General for Press and Propaganda, Aaron Nelson, where he's somewhere working. You see he's the Assistant MC. Let me recognize Honorable Justin Wilokali, the founding Vice Chairman of LPP and my senior advisor. Let me recognize Honorable, in fact, Dr. Yasu Waidolie, a founding member of LPP and senior advisor. Let me recognize the only woman in Liberia who went to Belayala for political reason, Mrs. Lucia Masale Yala. In the history of Liberia, that's the only woman who went to Belayala. And many people don't know. Let me recognize members of the Women Presidium of LPP from the national headquarters who are here. Please stand up. Let me recognize the chairman of LPP Bong County, Mr. Mohammed Fofana. I think he's behind the scene working somewhere. Just clap for him. Let me recognize the national chairman of the campaign committee,
for LPP 2023, Dr. Joseph Njibu. Let me recognize the head of Team Gongloe Europe, Mr. A.B. Water. He lives in Switzerland. He's here. I want to recognize the chairman of LPP Nimba County, Mr. Spencer Clay. I want to recognize all of the elders and women and youth of Nimba County who are here today. They came in great number. As you see, they even brought the long devil with them.
Yes, sir. Manda!
Yeah, this is an occasion to know our leaders. Let me recognize the national chairman of Team Gongloe that I say is the soul of the new LPP, Mr. Jimmy Bong. In a special way, I'd like to recognize the chairman of LPP USA, Dr. Gos Roberts, who is visiting and should have gone but said he should come to this program. I want to recognize the the chair of Team Gongloe. In fact, Nimba for Gongloe, Councillor Lawrence Tuma, sitting back there. I want to recognize the national chairman of the youth wing of LPP, Mr. Abraham Connor. He was somewhere over. The national chairman of Youth for Gongloe, Mr. Ifren Yuma. Where is he? Well, he's somewhere. The vice chairman of the youth wing of the LPP, where is he? Okay, he's somewhere. All right. Mr. Alfonso Tuet. And I could go down and recognize, well, there are people who came from far. Let me recognize the leadership of LPP and SIPA in Grand Judah who are here today. They came on motorbikes. There's no way they came on motorbikes. There is no way to come from Grand Judah by motor vehicle now, so we want to recognize them. Let me recognize the Secretary General of LPP Cape Mount County. Where is he? Cape Mount County, represented here. I could go on. Well, let me recognize the only is it the only? Well, we have two senatorial candidates here. LPP. Right. One for Cape Mount County, Dr. Mobandi, a very respected medical doctor, retired from Firestone. And let me recognize LPP senatorial candidate from Nimba County. Well, I think you already know him. The only thing you don't know him, his name is Halawanga. There are many more to be recognized. I've already recognized Lucia. So I see the chairman of Team Gongloe, Bong County here, and also an aspirant of District 5. And sitting next to him is the Venerable Salas Siako, aspirant, representative aspirant District 5. The representative aspirant Bong County, District 7. Please stand up so you know him. All the District 7 people, this is your representative to be. Rufus Tati. Rufus Tati. Who else is here? I think the rest are co-chair. But in a special way, I'd like to recognize the chairman of the search committee. I was looking for a vice president. And I appointed someone as chairman of the search committee. And he is the one that brought me the person I will announce today. I want to recognize Councillor Lami Pagoy. He did a great job. Now, I believe I've announced everyone that is far away from me. I want to recognize the elders of District 4 and all of the elders of Bong County, especially the elders of District 1, where my late mother came from. You see, this occasion today is in twofold. The people of District 1, who are my uncles and my aunts, are presenting, in fact, they presented me to the people of Bong County today, and the people of Bong County accepted me. Now, I want to recognize the person without whom I could not have stood here. They say beyond every powerful man is a real strong woman. The one who makes it happen. I'm standing here today because I have a very strong woman behind me. I don't even know how to praise her. But she's loving, she's loyal, she's intelligent, she's hardworking, she's everything. I want to recognize Sony Olako Gongloe. Please have your seats. And if I didn't recognize one lady here, maybe I could have a divorce tomorrow. My sister-in-law, Mrs. Asata Hodge, is somewhere in the audience. She came from America and she said she had to be here at this program. All right, she's somewhere. And then I'll recognize someone who is now official. People don't realize that, but about 7-8 years ago, a well-known barber in Monrovia said, look, I think you should run for the presidency. And he doesn't expect me to recognize him, but I recognize him. I said, what do you want? He said, I want to be a presidential barber. Isaac Depe, where is he? Isaac Depe. All he wants to be is to be a president's barber. And he's been one of those people behind me. Now, I want to recognize a powerful son of District 4. Very powerful. A young man who, if you hear his story, is an inspiration to all young people in Liberia, who has learned to be stimulated by hardship rather than surrendering to hardship. A man who went to school at the age of 13, going 14, and today did everything so fast, finished high school in 10 years, do his high school. Went to Cllr and spent only 3 years for a 4-year degree, while serving as student council president. And not enough. What I like about him most is the fact that he's so humble. The man was doing master's degree and he wanted to ask for a job at the Salvation Army Polytechnic. He said, I'm looking for a job. And he said, the only job we have here is a janitorial job for $50 a month. He said, I will take it. Today in Liberia, some people who are high school graduates will not take a janitorial job. This man was doing master's degree and he took a janitorial job. He got his master's, work at Land Commission. By the power of his mind and hard work, he was given a scholarship. He went to America. He did another master's and got scholarship to do PhD. He has 2 masters and a PhD. Today he teaches university students in Liberia, but he's also sitting and teaching university, in fact, graduate students who are doing masters and PhD in the United States of America.
We got 2 seconds.
So, I pray to God for a good partner for us to reshape the destiny of this country. I've said to Liberian people, you can call it president, but I just want to be a project manager to change Liberia's bad story for the better. Because Liberia is a naturally rich country. God gave us rainfall, sunshine, fertile soil. Under the soil we have gold, we have diamond, we have uranium, we have iron ore, we have so many mineral resources. We are not naturally poor. We are poor by choice because on election day, we take bag of rice, we take money, we take liquor, we take election time scholarship, and we vote the wrong people in power. And this has kept us backwards. I say, I want to change Liberia, but I cannot do it alone. God gave me a partner to help me change Liberia's story for the better. So names are coming to me. And I kept praying to God, give me the right person. Liberia does not need to suffer. We have money here, my people. We want rule of law. We want to fight corruption because government is not a place to steal. It is a place to serve. I strongly believe that every child can go to school in Liberia from kindergarten to 12th without the parents paying anything in a government school. I strongly believe that there should be technical and vocational schools in 15 counties that should be free for every Liberian to attend and not just be motorcycle riders. I strongly believe that we can eliminate illiteracy in 2 years. I strongly believe that our education system could be the best. We don't need what they call volunteer teachers. We need government to put teachers in every school, and it is possible, it is doable. Our pregnant women are dying every day. I strongly believe that pregnant women, children under the age of 5, and all old Liberian people can go to government hospital and clinic free of charge. And I strongly believe that government hospital and clinics can be the best in this country. You will go there and find medicine. If only we have a government that has the will to enforce the law. I, as president, will only go to government hospitals and clinics. And if I get to a hospital and clinic and the thing that's supposed to be there, that there somebody will be fired and will answer. And I strongly believe that when we put heads of clinics and hospitals run by government in jail because they don't have tablets and they are only there to prescribe medicine, things will change and the government hospital and clinics will be the best. I can't do it alone. I need someone who has that mindset. I strongly believe that we can mechanize agriculture and grow enough rice in Liberia and even export rice in 2 to 3 years. It is possible. I strongly believe that we can have Liberia with very good roads all over the country, even if they are not paved. By maintaining public work yards in every county to have yellow machines to maintain the roads all through the year. I know what I'm speaking, my people. Long time ago in 1979, I took taxi from Harper City at 6 o'clock in the morning. By 9 o'clock the same day, I was in Monrovia in July in 1979. It is now July. No motor vehicle can cross Tapeta to go to southeastern Liberia. What sort of country is this? Liberia cannot develop if the freedom of movement of Liberian people is violated by the government in power. We have to change that story. But I can't do it alone. To maintain rule of law, to fight corruption, and to provide the 4 major social services for the Liberian people is not a work that somebody can do alone. I need someone to hang hair with. The vice president of a country is an assistant, the major assistant to the president of a country. And so I was looking for someone. And I said, I want someone who will be there with me and stay there because of the quality of work we'll do. And God answered my prayer, my people. God answered my prayer. I am so happy. God is great. I want everybody to say God is great. God is great. God is great. Yo. It took me a long time and people were saying, but when is he going to name his vice president? Gbarnga name is Cummings name is the other one name is I was praying to God. I was pretending to my wife that it was not worrying me. Yes, it was worrying me. But I was praying to God. And God gave me an answer. God gave me an answer, my people. That every day I sleep, in fact, I put on 2 pounds already since I got that answer. I was not eating. My wife used to say, what's wrong with you? I said, no, I'm okay. I was not eating. But I was praying to God. But God put me through trials so I can appreciate the wonder that He was prepared to do for me. So, today, my people, through Lamin Pagoy, I got a black diamond. I got a black diamond from District 4, Bong County. Now, nobody can get diamond and be poor, right? So the poverty we have in this country is poverty of leadership. That poverty is now over. Because Liberia now has a black diamond. Black diamond can perform more wonder than the clean diamond that you know. Today, my people of Bong County, members of the Liberian People's Party, the entire people of Liberia, from Cape Mount to Cape Palmas, everywhere I've gone in this country, I've gone to 327 towns, and everywhere I've gone to, who will be your running mate? I said, I'm praying to God. I was asked that question in Bois Chicken, in Grand Cru, in Wagekong, in Cape Mount, in Bojesie Town, in River Cess, in Pakwai Town, in River Cess, in Tucson. When I slept in Tucson, Samuel Joe's Town, I was asked. In Pines Town, in Sino County, in Sedekin, Maryland County, in Herrington, Buffalo County, in Bar, Bome County, in Bogaza, Lofa County. Even my in-laws of Zina Lomai in Vonjama District and Yanamada Home in Golahun District, where my wife mother asked me that question. They asked me that question. Here, I was asked that question in Botota. I was asked in Sanoye. I was asked in Bonota. who is your running mate? I said, God will bring my running mate. Oh, the way I'm happy, I don't even feel like eating anymore. Today, I am pleased and have the greatest honor to present to the Liberian people Dr. Emmanuel. And y'all know the meaning of Emmanuel in the Bible? Emmanuel, King, Urey, Yarkpawolo. We want young people to carry this country forward. I'm in my 60s. This is real generational change. He is the youngest and the brightest and most experienced of all the running mates in the country today. Let me tell you this. You have been praying to God for change, for a better Liberia. But God acts through human beings. He does not act directly. So in 1 minute, I tell you a short story from the chairman of LPP, Bong County. He said there was a man who believed in God and wanted to walk on the water like Jesus did. And when he started walking in the water, he started drowning. And a swimmer came to save him. God sent a swimmer to save him. And he said, no, God will save me. Then God sent somebody with a speedboat. While he was drowning, he said, hold the boat and come in. He said, God, my God will save me. And then God sent someone with a helicopter. And the helicopter came low and said, hold the rope so I can save you. He said, my God in heaven will save me. And then he got drowned. And then when he saw God, he said, God, I have served you my whole life. Why did you disappoint me that I had to die? He said, because you did not want help. I sent a swimmer to you. I sent a man with a boat to you. I sent someone with a helicopter to you. You still said no. Liberian people, God has sent me and Yarkpawolo. Dr. Urey Yarkpawolo. Dr. Urey Yarkpawolo to help you. If you say no on October 10, 2023, do not blame God because God acts through human beings. Thank you.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you. A hands of applause. Let's get a hand of applause. Thank you there. Thank you there. That is so great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are about to close up. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello. We are about to close up. So please have a quiet. Take your seat. If you are standing, remain in a position. And the platform guest to perform the remaining 2 to 3 items as we'll be closing on. So we already listening to the next president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency, the Land Councilor, a legal luminary, Councilor Tiawan said Gongloe, right? Let me see you put your hands together, man. And I use the word a legal luminary because he's somebody who understands the dynamics of law in this country. And it would be blessed for Liberians to have a president who would be a lawyer, not to violate the Constitution of Liberia, right? Good. So at this junction, we are about to take on our next item. And before we do that, we got to shake the ground small. Do you want Lugger to be in the house? Somebody make some noise and say, whoa! Good. So give a Lugger to be there for 2 minutes. Lugger to it. Let's go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's get out the place small. Are you ready? Let me see you fucking on, man. Hey, do it. Wherever you are, you can shake on me for 2 minutes. Let me see. Is clean. There's no doubt. We have a clean team. All right, so I've been listening to the Land Councilor. We are about now to bring to this platform the next Vice President of the Republic of Liberia in waiting. Somebody, hello. The team is set. The head of the team is the Land Councilor. And then the person who is aiding him is an educator. And we have done a lot of research around here. There are people who say they have doctorate degree, right? When you say you get doctorate degree, you can't prove it. Let's see. Now, quickly. There are people who hold a doctorate degree, right? But for us, we are not holding doctorate degree. We earn doctorate degree. between holding and earning. When you hold, you don't want to pass it around here, right? But when you earn, it means you have gone through the merit system. So we earn our doctorate. So we are about now to bring to this splendid platform an educator who earned his doctorate. Somebody who has studied for years. All of people taking 4 years, 5 years, 6 years to graduate from the university. But he took 3 years to graduate. Why are you still there? So when much I do, when much we do, on my 5th right, with all due respect to the office of the next Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, in waiting, His Excellency Dr. Emmanuel Urey Yarkpawolo.
Someone else. That's how love goes sometimes. That's how love goes sometimes. When you love somebody and I love someone else, you don't know. That's how love goes sometimes. Darling, you promised to love me. Said you are loving someone else. Not to promise me while I'm loving you. You are loving someone else.
All right, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So here we are. This is football.
I'm happy to be here. I think we got cornered a little bit, but I think Mr. Jackson Konisia and my big brother Jeremiah, they have 1 or 2 words to say. It will not be long. You have been here for a very long time. With Jeremiah, I will just speak on behalf of the family. But Mr. Konisia is very important. The Liberia can do it by ourselves. He has started a school in the Panta area. He provides a lot of education for our people, for our children. Let's get in a minute or 2. Let him talk to us before I come on board. Jeremiah? Okay.
Yo, Bongane, yo, Pawe, yo, so that is where the place I'm standing now to speak to you, I'm T. Jeremiah Yawato Yarkpawolo. It was Joseph M. Urey that's supposed to stay here, but he is not well today. So, on behalf of the Urey and the Yarkpawolo family, Councillor Gongloe will say thank you very much. You never made a mistake by taking the son of Bong to be your running mate. What you expect of us, you're going to get it. He's going to work for you. He's going to serve you. But in so doing, my other brother, Anthony Yarkpawolo, have thanks and appreciation to you. I turn the mic over to him.
I think everybody can see for themselves, right? You can see, right?
the councillor being a lawyer, he being an educator, I'm an engineer. So he got a full skill thing. I'm an engineer. So, Councillor Gongloe, the last time you met me on Savannah Army campus, you stopped. You said, but I thought I'm going to somebody up there, but I see somebody down here. And I know you thought of that, and you have seen the man today. So you didn't make a mistake. You went the right way. And I can show you, we all share the same idea. We are interested in development. In my engineering career, I have gone ahead to provide mini solar system for rural dwellers to charge their phone free of charge. I have done that because we want to alleviate suffering for our people. And now God have brought you on board, and you are choosing this young man. You didn't make a mistake. So we say thank you very much, and we are going to stand by you and work with you to see Liberia move forward. Thank you.
Will you please listen to the main important thing? Please. Thank you. God bless you. Councillor, thank you very much. God bless you, Abba. Please allow me to say, not short and not long, but to say what I have to say to the Liberian people. Councillor Gongloe, God bless you for the choice you have made for the real change. This is the time. I want to tell you, Liberia is at this crossroad. But the best and the main road is this road that has come to us now. When Liberians are hungry, they think being hungry is a problem. And so they vote for someone who will give them half bag of rice or give them few cups. And they think money is a problem. And they think popularity is a problem. Most Liberians think the international community is the means, is the solution. And so they look for who the international community supports. That's the years set for. But the truth is this. Liberia has existed 100 years, 200 years plus. 176 years of independence. We have all of that. International community, popularity, hunger, and even natural resources that are so much in this country. But what we do lack is this, is real leadership that provide good governance. That is what we lack. Good governance and real good leadership that now is provided through these great people by our support comes from integrity, sincerity, and true love for your country. And you can find it in this state. Now, leadership, true leadership that comes from integrity, start from ownership. If you own yourself, you know what you stand for. You have value you cannot sell to anybody, value you cannot lower, value you cannot forsake for any reason. So then, when we see it now, we come up for it and say, this is what we can go for. So because you have that integrity and ownership, you can own your own country. Because you own yourself, you can own your own community, you can own everything that you have, and you can provide the influence which is leadership to make it go on. And it is this that we need and we do lack is now that we have, that we can now go for to say we come for it. So you and myself come from the background that we are not popular. But it's time now that we can say those who are popular, that are very few, that are taking everything from us, we who are not popular, we are more, we can now stand to overcome that which is against us. Yes, it is yes. You in Grand Judah, I thank God that the Grand Judah team is here. I was wondering how it will be. Everywhere in the corner, you can come up and you will become popular by leading this team to lead this country. So I can now say I thank God for providing this means for us to now follow this. So the crossroad we can now say this is the road we can follow. And the councillor rightly said, it is true, God does not come down. He sent people because he wants people to do his work. And now this is the time that you can now go. And I don't want to keep long because the vice president is going to speak. I'm going to you, vice president, the president, to tell you this. These people, we have come here. I want to say it the wrong way. Not because of you. It's because of the truth you stand for. Because of what you want to do good. Because of lifting God up. That's why we are here. As long as you are going to lift up God above this nation, to lead this nation, you will get the country to lead. And we are going to follow you. Thank you so much. Continue to be there. Lift up God forever. And God will be for you. God bless you.
The land of the lake, give up all their soda. I say, but I say, all the district in Bong, I say, Team Urey, it is an honor. It is an honor. We want to recognize everyone here. The platform guests, our traditional leaders, the cultural performers. We want to recognize my mom, Mama Urey here. Please stand up and recognize you. My people, my brothers, sisters from Gongloe, our small village near Shambhala, we recognize you. You know, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here to tell you who I am. My story. This story has been told all over the world. I have spoken to young people across the United States. I have spoken to young people in Germany. I have spoken to young people in Tanzania. It is time for you to hear the story. In 2012, one American professor, he visited Gongloe, my home village, and they welcomed him. And at some point, he stood and looked at me for a long time. He started crying. He started to shed tears. He said, "Emmanuel, is this your home?" I said, "Yes, this is my home." Later on, his name is Professor Greg Mittman. I said, "Why you cry?" He said, "You are great indeed. the place you come from. I didn't know, and I was surprised. Let me tell you about this surprise this American professor had in Gongloe. In 1981, I was born, somewhere around December. Our mother passed away in 1983. The person who had a little bit of semblance of memories of our mother is my brother Anthony, who was here, and the next brother Jeremiah. Both of them were here because I was young. So I didn't get to know my mother. And so there was no picture of her. And today, I think about her. And each time I'm graduating, I also think about her. And so we went to live with different mothers. I stayed with my auntie. Anthony came to Gbarnga to live with our big sister, Sister Grace. She might be somewhere in the Orient today. We set trap, we fishing, everything. I remember clearly in 1989 telling my father I want to go to school. My father, who had no formal education himself, he said, next year, 1990, I will send you to Jowa. My friend is there. There's a government school. I will send you so you can go to school there. Of course, 1989, in Gongloe village, we were playing football. When the ballot announcer announced from Banga here that a war has started in Botu along the African border. We all know the story. I did not come to Jowa anymore to go to school. It was war. It was tough. 1990, in May, the rebels visited our farm. They had a red tie on their head. Many things happened in between. My sisters were taken away and carried to the barracks. And so the story continued. We live in war. Almost 3 different times, my brothers and I will be howling because the Cllr rebels will want to grab us and carry us to Kianama to be soldiers. We did not want to be soldiers, and we will run away. And so, 1994, the Ulemo Kuroma war from Lufa. That war was deadly. It was tough. At that point, we couldn't stay in the village anymore. So we ran into Guinea. I'll be summarizing as I go along. In Guinea, something happened. It was terrible. Our big brother, our uncle, Omen Moluba, he was blind. He lived with us in the village. And so, when the soldiers took our sisters, sometimes the girls came back. They all returned, but one of them stayed. They used to come back. But that old man, as a blind man, he did not like his daughter to be with a rebel. He was always picking up. We took him to Guinea. He stayed there with his wife across a bullet town called Botoy. We went to the Beta refugee camp. His brother, our father, told him, let's go. He said, I will stay there with my wife. Oh, war is not good. The rebel crossed into Guinea. We were told, they seen a soldier that he used to be speaking against, pulling outside and shouting dead. My first time to see blood. I have not had any education. 1994, I went in Yomu refugee camp. There where I stayed with Sister Gopu and the husband, Mr. Jerry Kote. Jerry Brothers is here. Sure, I will recognize you. There where you are recognized. The Kote are part of my family. They are part of the story. I stayed with Kote and his wife. I told them I wanted to go to school. They wanted to send me to a French school. But guess what happened in between? I got sick. We're on an operation. I have the mark today. But right after the hospital, our sister, my sister Gopu, got sick and died in 2 weeks. And so again, school opportunity died down. Nobody to stay with. I will return to the Beta refugee camp. This is in 1995 now. Told my father I wanted to go to school. He said, you are too old now. You need to learn trade. And Omen Small, he's not here today, but I would like him to see the counselor because Omen Small is part of my life story. Moses, you are here. Let me recognize you. Moses, you're part of the family. Let me recognize you. Moses know the family, and the rest of the Sangha people, they know the story I'm talking about. So I went to Omesmo to learn blacksmith. I spent some time with him. I left. I went back in the camp. I want to go to school. Our father said, "You are right now. The war destroy all of my properties. When we go to Liberia, how you will manage?" I remember clearly. God will provide was the word I told him. And so I started school. I was too old, almost 14 years old, 13 years, 8 months old. So I started school. I was too old. They put me in kindergarten. I started KG. I did not sit in ABC. Anyway, fast forward, based upon my intelligence, our school vice principal, Mr. Bobby Johnson, Bobby is in Monrovia, his wife, Kopo Johnson, they are part of the story. They took me in to stay with them. I stayed with them, first grade, second grade. The war ended in 1997. All my family returned to Liberia. So then I came to Liberia. Again, our village had been destroyed. Gomu has been destroyed. The old man and I, we went and started the new Gomu. There I spent almost 6 months with him. Stay, I want to go to school. He said, this school better be behind me all the time. Let me go and introduce you to your uncle, Joseph Urey. Let him educate you. So and so, you see Mama here. This is Joseph's wife. Mama brought me to Mama and her husband, Joseph Urey. He was a district commissioner. Mama took me in as a son. Mama will say thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's the story. But some people ask, what's the Urey? Well, the Urey were inherited by Joseph Urey through our uncle, our grand uncle. His name was Molba Kwekwe. At the time they were doing forced labor, he was recruited to work on the road. One of the Ureys picking and carrying the Carrisburg. His names were changed from Molba Kwekwe to Molba Kwekwe Urey. He had a children there. Robert Urey, everybody, Joseph Urey. So when I stay with Urey, of course I took on Urey. So Urey is part of the story. The Urey is part of the story. So, move forward. 5th, 6th grade in Balafane to Gbarnga. In Gbarnga, I lay here with Sister Frances Kumar the late to stay with her and go to school. I attended Sugar Hill Community School. I did vocation. Not agriculture, but carpentry. The reason of my carpentry, because at that time, the Taylor government, they were not paying people. My thought was when I'm in high school, how would I manage? Let me learn vocation, because my father had told me a bow without a tray is not a bow. So let me learn trade. So high school, I will be able to work and pay my school fee if it is not available. Sugar Hill Community, my friends are here. They can attest to the story. Marcus Bew, Gonda System, they are all here. They can tell the story. In 7th grade, I can talk. John Mova, Jerry Mova, 7th grade, are you around? Classmate here, 7th grade. These are my friends. I serve as their class president. They know the story. So, I started worshiping with the Salvation Army. Based upon my story, I'm telling, I got scholarship. Went to Monrovia in the year 2000. Lived on the boys' dormitory. Sponsored by the Salvation Army Church. 2001, the missionary took me in at their son to stay with them. Brian and Dorothy Knightley, the late. And I stayed with them. They got retired in 2004, in 2004. At the time, I was in 12th grade. Yeah? 3 days prior to his travel, I have been with them since 2001. He called me in. He said, Urey, I found scholarship for you. I did not tell you. Because sometimes we take people in, they mess up, they lose their opportunity. A Norwegian will pay your school fee, they have been paying your school fee, enough money in their account to send you to any school of your choice in Liberia. 3 days before he traveled, he got retired. And so I was in Urey at Cuttington. That had finished Cuttington in 3 years. Let's fast forward the story. In Cuttington, I served there the first yearbook that was published, which I took copy to Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. I supervised and wrote a book for Kennington. Since I don't know what another version has ever come up. And so that's a story. That's my story. So when I speak to young people, what is holding you down? What are you complaining about? What are you complaining about? If you think you're poor, if you think you don't have anything, take a stroll, go to the hospital. Go see those with money that are on hospital bed. They are not able to eat. Your status is better than millions of people, so stop complaining. The power of the mind is in the brain. The power of the mind that will cause man to make a flying plane for us to carry and go any part of the world. The power of the mind. The power of the mind is in Bong County. Chiswa Koko. When the American Liberian were trying to advance into the hinterland, Chiswa was done how, and San Quentin will be the base, and through that they will have access to the land. The power of the brain. We can talk about Buffett. Here, the way he did here, it's not only white man that get the brain. The black man has the brain. Put it to use. Let's put the brain to use, and we give ourselves a better country. And so, that's how I started the job that the council talked about at the college. I mean, it was a vocational school. I started a low job like that. Then I moved forward quickly. I became program assistant. I wrote the curriculum for the school to be promoted to associate degree. By the time I went to the States, I graduated, I came back 2018, the accreditation was given. So that I played with that lower job, I will come back to serve as the president. What is holding you? Warehouse caretaker, all that stuff, low level job, $50. I will come back to set salary of instructors and vice presidents. That power will come to me in 2018. What is stopping you? What more is about the land right law? That which work, both the council, we work on it, along with civil society and the government. Many people involved.